Hey, it's your girl, the real deal, Anita Skills Reaction, and I want to come in here and show y'all uh, a video that kind of like touched my heart about a little girl named Wright. Now, she was from South Carolina also. She was 10, she was in school, and something happened to her. And they kept, she got into a fight. They called and told her mama, but they never did give the mother no answer. When their mama got there, the daughter was already at the hospital. The hospital didn't tell her anything. And once she got high, Shapiro, and once the mama got to the hospital, this is every mother and grandmother nightmare to get a call from the school to tell you about a daughter being in the fight, and then when you get there, your daughter not there, your daughter already at the hospital. Get to the hospital, they won't let your mama see her. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Get there, your mom can't see the child. It's sad. It's sad, y'all. So I'm gonna show y'all this video. I'm gonna set up. Let me set up right quick. Give it y'all time enough to get in here. Yeah, I need to set up right quick. I need to. And when I heard about the story, kind of like touched my heart because anybody got any kids, uh, uh, nieces and nephews and grandkids, this will touch your heart. So, oh, where is it? Hold on, y'all. Hold on for a second. Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. What's her name? Renee. What I said her last name was right. Okay, wait. Let me see what. Yeah. Excuse me. Happened to Renee. I got her next. Gotta make sure I'm spelling this baby name right, cause yeah, spelling name is Rain. Right, okay. Thank you, Sophia. Right. Hold on. I tried to sleep and I said, damn, hold on, y'all. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Can I turn it up? Y'all need to listen to this story. This story right here kind of took my heart because on every mother nightmare when you you go up to the school, people ain't talking to you about your child. They ain't telling you nothing. So this is loud as I can get, y'all. But listen to this story. It'll touch your heart.
It's been a long 25 days for the students of Colleton County School District waiting to find out what the results of this investigation would be. Again, we believe that this is just the beginning of the story. We're going to continue to tell the story. We're going to continue to figure out what exactly happened in that classroom and how that is causally connected to Renaya's passing, because we certainly believe that. With that being said, Ashley has been a grieving mother. She has been the picture of patience and perseverance. She has purposely not spoken out in any greater capacity prior to the one interview that we gave to Good Morning America a week or so ago, and to this opportunity that she has to speak right now. She certainly has a lot to say. I'm going to ask that you bear with her. Emotions are still high. Again, 25 days ago, she lost her child. So she's also a grieving mother. But with that, I'm going to let Ashley just begin the process by speaking from her heart.
Hello, y'all. I just want to start off saying thank you to everyone for being so patient with me, with waiting on me to speak out about this situation because, I mean, it's tragic. And I'm angry one moment, I'm sad one moment, and, bad. Like all these emotions have been going through these last 3 weeks from it happening. I first want to say, I want to talk about my child. That's the first thing that I want to talk about. My child was very healthy. That's number one. She was very healthy. She played basketball. She played the whole season, no problems. She was very active with her little brother as well as her friends and family. Let me just clear that the air right there. Any medical issues, I have known about none of them until this situation occurred. Now, my daughter, I miss my daughter. I am not able to hold my daughter again, kiss her. I'm not able for my child to go to prom, her first dance in middle school. She ain't gonna be able to give me no grands. Y'all are able to do that still with y'all kids. So the negative comments,
Y'all, please listen to this story. This is every mother and grandmother nightmare. She didn't get a chance to see her daughter while all this going on. She this a hard working woman.
and things that been going on Facebook and the posts, everything has been sent to me. I see it, but I remain calm until this day because I want to know the truth. That's all I want to know. I just want the answers that haven't been given to me since day one. Let me explain something to y'all. Let me let y'all know exactly what happened from my point of view. I got a call from the school. They told me, "Hello, how are you?" I said, "I'm fine. I'm just calling to let you know that your daughter was in a fight today." You heard that word? Your daughter was in a fight today with another student. I said, "My daughter," because my daughter, she's not like that. My daughter's so sweet. She's into the church. So I'm just confused. I'm like, "My daughter, Renaya Wright?" She was like, "Yes." We have her here in the nurse office. She's okay. Once again, she said, "She's okay. And you need to get here if you want to pick her up or anything to discuss what happened." I said, "Well, I'm at work. I said I work like 30 minutes away, 45 minutes away. I'm gonna send my mother." I was on the other line with my mother when I got the call. So I said, "Hold on." I clicked over. I said, "Mom, get to the school because something went on with Naya today." My mama was 2 minutes away from the school prior to that call. And she got there and my daughter was not there. So let's clear that. My daughter was not at the school when my mother pulled up to get Renaya as if she just got in an accident today and take her home. My mama plan was to take my daughter home. And when she got there, she wasn't there. So me, I'm a mother at the end of the day. I'm panicking. I just got off the phone with the school, the nurse, and she said, "My daughter's okay, but you can come up here to pick Renaya up." Nothing about she got into this, she got into that. None of that was said. And even when my mama got there, I got no call from the school stating that my daughter passed out or had any other things happening with her within that 5 minutes of me talking to her ago. So I'm trying to figure out
Keep in mind, y'all, they happen in South Carolina, okay? It's something going on with that judicial system.
why no call got to me about her being taken away at the EMS. That's the big question I have for the school. Why y'all didn't call me like y'all called me 5 minutes ago and told me my daughter was in the fight? Why no one called me and told me the EMS was even being called? Me as the parent, y'all should have called me and let me know that if it was a right back hang up, call right back. Ma'am, get to the school right now. It's another situation with your daughter that's going on. Get here quick. We got that call. We didn't get that call at all. So that's a big concern for me with the school. That something serious like that, I'm thinking it wasn't even that serious to get there and my daughter's not there. So that's the first big question I have for the school district. Why they didn't call me right back within the 10-minute time frame they said of her having a headache or passing out to get the EMS 911 call? What happened? What happened in a 5-minute time frame? I still have my phone alert that I didn't get a call stating an update with my child. That's the first question I have. Okay. Second, I'm driving. I'm upset. I'm crying. I'm swerving. I'm on the phone crying back and forth with my mother. What's going on, Ma? Let me know. What's going on? Actually, I don't know. I'm on the way to the hospital. My mama got to the hospital. They wouldn't even let my mama go back there to see my daughter, her grandchild. When she got there, she said, "Actually, I'm in the waiting room. I'm in a room. They not telling me what's going on with Renaya." I said, "Okay, mom, coming. I'm doing 85, 90 to get to my daughter." So when I got to the hospital, my daughter, the curtains was open out to the public with my daughter laying there with all those cords on her. First of all, why the curtain wasn't pulled back? Y'all done cut my daughter clothes up. Y'all done cut my daughter clothes up.
Mm.
Y'all done cut my daughter clothes up and had all the nurses, everyone looking at her, people sitting in the desk that worked there. That's the first, that was the first problem for me. Why everyone could see my daughter, but y'all couldn't let my mother see her when she got here. So that was the main concern for me, but I didn't make it an issue. I didn't make it an issue because I'm concerned about my daughter. I'm trying to get to my daughter. So I went in there. She got all these cords hooked up to her. I said, "What's going on? How did she end up here? How did it go from a fight until she here?" And no one called me. So let me back up. As I was pulling up in this in at the hospital, I
Y'all didn't nobody contact this woman. Do y'all hear this? Think about your child. This ain't the only time I heard something like this. This woman ain't seen her child.
called the school. I said, "Hey, I'm Renee Wright's mother. I don't know what went on, but can someone please let me know how my daughter ended up at EMS in the EMS?" Oh, you know what they told me? "Oh, we're not able to discuss that right now. I'm sorry, ma'am. We're not able to discuss that. It's under investigation. Can you just please get to the hospital?" The principal told me that. Whoever the principal was at the hospital, whoever was under the principal, they told me that and they're not able to discuss anything that happened. Once again, I'm the mother. Y'all
That's
not
right.
able to discuss anything. But if I was to go to the school and handle it a different way, I would
That's
definitely do
right.
that.
She right now. Cause she went to school and raised Cain. They'll be ready to lock her up. Just remember, y'all, she ain't seen her baby until she got to the hospital.
Judge. So what I did the right thing and I went and checked on my daughter, right? So I went to the hospital, all that got discussed, and then 5 minutes later from me being there, "Ma'am, your daughter got to be airlifted to MUSC." Well, what's going on now? No one never told me anything about a health issue. All they said is it's serious. We got to take her to MUSC. So me being the mother that I am, I'm still being strong for my daughter. hoping that she'll be okay. Now, my daughter been unresponsive from day from the time I got to her up until MUSC. My daughter never blinked her eye. She never did none of that. So when I got to MUSC, me and my family, we waiting for hours there. I ain't see my daughter. I ain't examine my daughter. They didn't give me time to examine my daughter. All we doing is waiting around for them to let us know what's going on.
So, okay, as parents and y'all listening to this young mother, what is going through y'all mind? What is going through y'all parents' mind when y'all listen to this? Because this story is a true story. What is the problem? What something ain't right with this?
So when they finally got her situated in the bed at in ICU at MUSC, it was 2 o'clock in the
Yes.
morning. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. All them hours they done ran tests, and they never told me one thing about what happened. Not one thing. They didn't even let me see my daughter before they shaved her head. Now I'm not gonna go into details about that with the hospital because they got to do what they got to do. But me being a parent, I'm clueless over here from day one. From the school to the hospital to they got to be rushing her to MUSC. Still no answers from no one. The school district was up there, still can't talk to me.
What?
Her teacher reached out, all upset. After I done spoke to her numerous of times, everyone cared after my daughter passed away. Everyone cared. I got all the support I could have get after my daughter passed. That's a wake up call for everyone who got kids.
That's right.
Okay.
Amen.
Now back on another subject. I have a comment that I need to say about the senator of South Carolina, Margie Bright. Margie Bright.
South Carolina, y'all need to listen and do like this woman. Speak out about your child.
I don't understand her back and forth thing she got going on here. I think it's a twist up to me. Because when my daughter passed away, she was the first lawyer that wanted to take the case. The first lawyer that wanted to take the case. She called my mama and said, "Look, y'all, that school gotta pay." She said that school ain't right. We're gonna get to the bottom of it. Tell Ashley don't make no decisions until she speak with me. This is the senator of South Carolina, Margie Bright, who made statements and facts about nothing she know nothing about because she wasn't in the class neither. This is the person who said it was a scuffle and everything else she said in the statements. Did I reply back to any of the things that I heard? No, because I was waiting to say it right here where it matters. You wanted to be my lawyer. When you found out that I had been represented already, here comes this statement all of a sudden came out from Margie Bright. And let me let y'all know something else. Another thing, she put a bug in my ear, so she said, "Oh, Miss Carmen, Miss Regina Brown, which is the substitute teacher at the time, she want to go ahead and y'all need to come together. She wants you and her to come together because the school is trying to get her to write statements against Renaya Wright." That came from out of
What?
the senator mouth, Margie Bright.
Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear this? No parent should be left in this dark time. Y'all hear what she said? Do y'all hear what she said? What that lady told her to say? Wow. Did y'all hear this? She told this is what she told her to say.
Nothing about because she wasn't in the class neither. This is the person who said it was a scuffle and everything else she said in the statements. Did I reply back to any of the things that I heard? No, because I was waiting to say it right here where it matters. You wanted to be my lawyer. When you found out that I had been represented already, here comes this statement all of a sudden came out from Margie Bright. And let me let y'all know something else. Another thing, she put a bug in my ear, so she said, Oh, Miss Carmen, Miss Regina Brown, which is the substitute teacher at the time, she want to go ahead and y'all need to come together. She wants you and her to come together because the school is trying to get her to write statements against Renaya Wright. That came from out of the senator mouth, Margie Bright. And I hate to do it like this, but I'm angry and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I promise you, I am gonna get to the bottom of it. If every breath in my body got to come out, I'm gonna find out what happened to my baby. So Margie Bright, even after her apologizing, trying to contact me to clear her statements up that she knew nothing about, because you're mad, because I have my lawyer already. I don't have anything to say to her. Anything. Because she said Miss Regina Carmen Brown, the substitute teacher, got her a lawyer because the school wanted her to write statements against Renaya Wright, and she said she's not doing that. That came out of Margie Bright mouth. So I don't know if it's true or not. It might be rumors, but I just find that real funny, and I'm not gonna stay on her long because it ain't about her. It ain't about Margie Bright. It's not. It's about Renaya Wright. My daughter's not here anymore, and I can't get her back. And another thing about the money, ain't no amount of money can bring my daughter back. Let me tell y'all, I thank y'all for all the love and support that I
She's
have
so
gotten from all
sweet.
over the world. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, but my family is very supportive with things like this. I didn't ask for no donations. I didn't ask for the GoFundMe. That was
Yep.
made through my job because of support with me not being there. So the rumors about the money, y'all don't have to give me one dime. I want my child back.
That's right.
I want my child back
Mm,
in my arms.
mm, mm.
It's not about no money because I work hard every day. I get up every morning,
That's right.
4 o'clock in the morning, to get on that road to go to work. So it's not about the money. Please quit spreading it's about the money. It's
And
not.
I wonder why people always think it's all about the money. It ain't all about the money, y'all. All the time in this situation, that lady work. She a decent young lady and she married. And she works. She know wasn't nothing wrong with her daughter. Sometimes she get headaches.
I want my daughter back. Now that's all that I have to say. I just want to let y'all know my daughter was healthy. Nothing. She's active. She's very active. I have to get on her sometime. By girl, get in this house. Go in the bed. Cause she's outside, don't want to come in. The weekend before my daughter passed away, I had her little brother a birthday party in Somerville. She was not ready to go home for some reason. She wanted to stay at that park till midnight. And I'm steady saying,
Now that bothers me. That part right there really bothers me. That she wanted to stay in there till midnight. Want to stay out there midnight. But y'all, listen to her. God, this lady got chills all over my spine. That's her husband back there with the hat on. That's the daddy.
girl, I'm tired. Let's go. That was my active child. That's who I know, and that's who I'm gonna always remember my daughter as being free spirited. Loved the church. She loved church. She was in church every Sunday as a
Wow.
usher since she was 5 years old.
In church every Sunday.
So my child was never trouble. My child won't even lift a finger to no one. But
Now, somebody been picking it. They were bullying her, y'all. The whole point is this same girl was bullying her daughter. They just bullied her, and she didn't want to go to school.
once you get tired of being bullied and someone picking on you every day, the same girl. Let me clear this. It's not nobody else that was bothering Renaya Wright. It was the same girl. Same girl that came home. My daughter came home every day about that same girl. Naya, do you want me to go to the school? No, mama, I don't want them teasing me. She was scared to get teased. She was
Wow.
scared to get teased. She know I would.
How many times do y'all hear that? How many times do y'all hear kids say they don't want to be teased? I had a daughter like that. She did this, kept on telling me the same thing like this woman right here said. And I hate to say this in front of y'all, but you know what I told her? after she don't been telling me this for a whole month, I don't talk to the principal. Principal never. Well, I spoke to the assistant principal. The principal was never there at the school. Man, at least I did go up there. So I told my daughter that it is what it is. Just don't do what you got to do. Take the 10 days. Then do what you got to do. Cause they ain't gonna hurt, man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Go to that school and I would handle it. But the kids was gonna tease her. So I said, you know what, Naya, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna call the school. And I did that every time she came. They can't tell me that I have not spoken out to them because I did numerous of times to her teachers from when Naya was in third grade, from when Naya was in fourth, all the way up until fifth. This same girl. Now my question to y'all as parents, what's gonna get done about it? Who child is going to be next with this same girl? This girl, something has to be done. She has to get help because I'm a mother at the end of the day. I am a mother because if that was my child did that to someone or even got in a
Yep.
fight with her, I would have been
See, ooh, see, she. If it had been vice versa, reversed it, and then it had been her daughter did it to somebody else. But see, that girl had aneurysm, but they didn't know it. But she have headaches a lot.
at that hospital before they got there because that's the mother that I am. So just please, y'all understand me as being a mother. My child is gone. Y'all kids are still with y'all. Make a difference. This is a big eye opener for everyone. And I done been patient for 3 whole weeks. 3 whole weeks, not even saying nothing to no one. I'm just waiting around on everything just to be complete. I'm doing it the right way.
Yeah,
I've been quiet the right way.
yeah.
Because if I did it any other kind of way, I would have been judged. And I don't want to be judged. I want something done about this situation. So that's all that I have to say pertaining with that. Yes, I'm good. Anyone got any questions?
She's
um,
so young. She's so young.
let yeah, let me clarify this. This is my husband who also works in my office. We're raising his daughter who complains of headaches. We take her to the doctor. If the doctor tells us give her some Motrin or give her some Tylenol, that's what we do, and we keep on moving. The times that she did complain of having a headache, if Ashley felt like she needed to take her to the doctor, she took her. She took her to the
Oh, so she was complaining of headaches, and then when she got in that fight, it just made it worse.
doctor for her well check visit. She took her to the doctor to get shot. She took her to the doctor if she had a cold that wouldn't go away. Again, I think the pivotal question is, did she know about this vascular issue that they have found in the autopsy? The answer is no. Her complaint.
They ain't told that lady. You know what, y'all? I ain't gonna say it. This sound like they were getting ready to do something with her organs. I hate to say that. That's what it sounds like.
Were not more than what the average student would do, and certainly she responded appropriately.
My daughter was my daughter was in good spirit that morning. She didn't complain of a headache. She didn't say she was sick. My daughter, let me tell y'all, 2 weeks ago, prior, almost a month, my daughter have not been wanting to go to school because she's tired of this same girl picking on her.
They need to
And
stop all that. Let these oh bullying other children, bullying other folks. Sure that we still leave these kids alone, man. It ain't fair.
every day, your nose big, you like girls, you're a tomboy, and the list goes on along
Mm.
the way. My daughter didn't even want to go to school these last couple of weeks, and my daughter loves school.
Well, okay. I think we're going to end here. Yeah, you had such a great question earlier. I'm going to ask you. Yeah.
Well, once again, she was unresponsive since I got with her. I'm gonna say that. I don't know what happened from the time they put her in the EMS and took her, but when I got there and they told my mother since she got there, she was unresponsive. And then when I was at MUSC, my daughter never lifted her eyeball, never no movements at all. So she been unresponsive this whole 2 days that I spent up there at MUSC. I had to lay by my daughter the night before she passed. I will never forget the warmness that I had laid by her. I had to do those things, and that's just that's what I think that's what's keeping her so strong because she wasn't here to tell her story, so she depended on mama to do it, and I'm gonna do it because my daughter couldn't even say hey or mama or something. I ain't got nothing from my daughter. All I can remember her is that morning how I took her to school, how she got to school. Yeah, my mother took her that day because I'm at work, but we sent her to school in good spirit.
Hey, y'all, you know what? Whether we know it or not, them headaches these kids be getting is very serious. We got. I know we get them a Tylenol, but if they headache keep getting worse, y'all got to take them to the doctor. Cause she said she had to work, but her mama took her. So at least she had her mother to take her. So she was having serious headaches.
Thank y'all so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Coming up with something, they're trying to cover their tracks. That's all it boils down to. It ain't about Nia or whatever. The whole time the fight was it was about she was in the fight. Now all of a sudden it's about her health. It's about her health. Her health don't have anything to do with the incident. That's the thing that's why I walked out the office. Her health don't have anything to do with what happened to that schoolhouse.
And it was
So try
unknown.
so trying to mix a 10-year-old girl up, but her health when we got a problem in the school system. It don't come from no how she felt this morning. You gonna tell me that my granddaughter left home knowing that y'all knowing that she gonna die?
A whole 10 years done gone
But
by.
I'm just saying
She
she
ain't
played
died yet.
basketball. She played a whole nine like any other normal kid. So now you want to tell me that you know that my granddaughter was gonna die that day at school?
How do you know when
You
death
can't
is
know that.
personal?
Only problem I got with this is why the school just didn't tell her the truth. Why did the school reach out to this mama the right way? Yeah, pay attention to all signs. I just don't understand this situation.
But anyway, what it boils down to from day one, we didn't heard anything about the investigation. We didn't know who they speak to. We didn't know who they talk to. But you got to realize that all this is put together for one people. All this is put together. All this is work together. Now you gonna come today, 3 weeks later, and tell my daughter that she died from natural causes.
God.
How? What triggered it?
Mm.
What caused it to happen? If she did have a health issue, we didn't know anything about it. But what triggered it?
Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. What did Dad say? Wait a minute. What did he say?
We didn't heard anything about the investigation. We didn't know who they speak to. We didn't know who they talk to. But you got to realize that all this is put together for one people. All this is put together. All this is work together. Now you gonna come today, 3 weeks later, and tell my daughter that she died from natural causes. How? What triggered it? What caused it to happen? If she did have a health issue, we didn't know
did
anything.
he say, did he say did he say she had a health issue? Did he say but did he say she had a health issue? Cause first of all, if she's 10 and she was playing with the recreation center, she really supposed to went and got a physical. And then with them physical, sometimes they'll leave it up to the parent. It's that okay? Wait, I thought he said she did.
Fight was it was about she was in the fight. Now all of a sudden it's about her health. It's about her health. Her health don't have anything to do with the incident.
Oh, okay.
That's the
So
thing that's why I walked out the office.
okay, when she got into that fight triggered that headache. That's what happened. That fight triggered that headache. But it's still wrong for way the school handled this situation. They were hiding stuff from that mama. That's what they were doing.
Her health don't have anything to do with what happened to that schoolhouse.
So no.
And it was
So
unknown.
so stop trying to mix a 10-year-old girl up, but her health when we got a problem in the school system. It don't come from no how she felt this morning. You gonna tell me that my granddaughter left home knowing that y'all knowing that she gonna die?
A whole 10 years done gone by.
But I'm just saying she played basketball. She played a whole nine like any other normal kid. So now you want to tell me that you know that my granddaughter was gonna die that day at school?
How do you know? When
You can't know that. But anyway, what it boils down to from day one, we didn't heard anything about the investigation. We didn't know who they speak to. We didn't know who they talk to. But you know, you got to realize that all this is put together for one people. All this is put together. All this is put together. Now you gonna come today, 3 weeks later, and tell my daughter that she died from natural causes. How? What triggered it? What caused it to happen? If she did have a health issue, we didn't know anything about it, but what triggered it?
That's right.
What caused it to go? What caused the aneurysm to bust or whatever? It was a reason for it.
And even before this fight broke out, my daughter, this is from one of the kids in the class that came to me personally. She told me that Renaya told Regina Brown, the substitute teacher, that this girl was messing with her. This was like a couple minutes before the fight broke out. And she said, "Oh, okay, I'ma handle it." And she was on her phone. So I just want to clear that up. Whether she was in the room or she wasn't in the room, she didn't address it.
See, you know what? It's not it. Even if she got into a fight, this situation right here is bigger than a fight. Is they making the mama look neglected of her child. That's what it seems like. They putting it on the mama. And the mama work all the time and she ain't got time. Uh I don't know. It's just too much.
What need to happen? That everybody need to come together, and we need to just take this thing a little further, because we already seen that this ain't helping. This ain't solve anything. For the 3 weeks that we was waiting, this is what we get, a cover up. So my thing is, we need to get together, do something a little bit more, because it could happen to any one of y'all kids. Right. WRIGHT.
Hey, good morning, Tony.
But I'm just letting you know, it can happen to anybody kid. If the system's broken, it's broken. It need to be fixed.
How you doing, Tony?
So any excuse is better than none. So it takes you 3 weeks to come back to tell us that. Shouldn't have took about a week to tell us that. It shouldn't have took 3 weeks, because you're getting your stuff together. You're getting everything together. So I just want you to know, we ain't quitting. We got to go further than this. We going further than this. So, that's all I got to say about the situation.
But you know what? I didn't want to come back to y'all right quick. Still, but see, when she went to I'm doing okay, baby. See, that It don't matter. You know what? In this situation right here, I don't care what they how they trying to do it or what they trying to say. Still, it seems. You know what, Shapiro? She got uh a health problem. She feel she don't even supposed to be fighting. The school should know about this, but the problem was the event and that happened at the beginning. Now, but listen to what I'm saying. She has a condition. They didn't know she had a condition, an aneurysm. You know, that's a dangerous condition, which the parents really didn't know about it. And when she got in that fight, it triggered her condition. But it's still not the family problem. It's the way they handled the problem at the school. They handled that problem wrong. They really didn't want the mom to know. And they wanted to put it on allegedly put it on her daughter for starting the fight. It don't matter. It's still the school is responsible for this situation. Yeah, the school is responsible for this situation. Cause I'm like, when the grandmama got up there to the hospital, why they ain't let the grandmama go back there? If they had a problem with the mother, why they ain't let the grandmother go back there? It's like you, Shapiro, with your grandkid. Why they ain't let you go back there? See, they gonna let you go back there because you gonna go back there. They just have to call the police there. See, y'all ain't gonna let my 10-year-old daughter, if I had a 10-year-old daughter, lay back there and y'all don't want me to come back there to see my baby. Y'all don't shave her hair and everything. Something ain't right with this. I just wanted y'all to come in here to see this because I know we got grandmothers out here and we got uncles, we got nieces, we got fathers, and this can happen. I keep hearing this. I keep hearing this happen all the time. Bullying. She was bullied, and then she didn't want to go to school. Why she didn't want to go home? Protocol was out the window. Show was protocol was gone a long time ago. When y'all had me coming up there to the school, then my daughter in the ambulance. Yeah, the whole thing is sad. This sad. I'm gonna see do they have an update on this. Let me see. Let me see something. Let me see do they have an update. I want to know what happened. Let me see. Can I get a up? Let me see update. Let me see that I got an update. I feel so sad for the mom. I feel like crying. Oh, oh, that's her father right there. I ain't know. Oh, wait a minute. I ain't seen this the first time I
Good
seen the
morning.
daddy.
We're here this morning on behalf of Mr. Ben Dyke, and we're only going to be here briefly. And there's just going to be a few things that I want to say, and then Mr. Ben Dyke himself is going to speak. He will not be taking any questions. However, at the after he spoke, the other council will be able to speak, and you're welcome to open to any questions. Whether or not you can answer them will depend on what the question is. We do want to keep this as brief as possible. We understand that school is going on and are not here for a distraction under any purposes related to what's going on today at school for the children that are present. The reason that this news conference came forward and really the true objective of it is pretty simple. Mr. Van Dyke has had little to no contact from anyone regarding what has happened since this tragedy occurred. Everyone, of course, is heartbroken. Everyone that knows the family and including anyone that doesn't know the family and has just read the story or heard about it or seen your newscast. Unfortunately, the people that have been hurt the most are, of course, the family. This being the father of that beautiful young lady who lost her life right back here, has received almost no information. He's had one meeting with the superintendent of the school that didn't really provide any true developments as regarding what actually happened that day. And
You know what I don't understand? I see each state, every state is different. Why isn't that somebody from the school out there speaking? Why is nobody from the school out here speaking to the family on the news conference? Regardless, why ain't nobody there at these conferences?
really what has gone on since then. Now, our offices have been in contact with the school district council. They have yet to been able to provide us any information.
See,
Mr. Van Dyke has also not heard from anyone within law enforcement whatsoever, nor has he heard from anyone within the solicitor's office.
y'all hear
We
that?
are in no way trying to criticize the process or impede on anything that has already happened. We simply want to know what has happened. Where do we stand in the investigation, and what information can be provided to Mr. Van Dyke so he can find out more as to what exactly happened to lead to the death of his daughter. At this point, I'm going to let him speak briefly. And again, he will not be taking any questions. However, we will allow some questions for the rest of council here. Mr. Van Dyke.
My name is Jermaine Van Dyke, and I'm here today looking for justice for my daughter. And I wanted just to find out what happened, how it happened, and who was involved. And that's really it.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. That's all you got to say, Daddy. You supposed to have a lot to say, Daddy.
A couple quick questions. We'll be happy to answer as many as we can.
How did the father learn of his
Some ain't
Very
right.
good question. He was first telephoned by his mother, who had been in contact with Renia's mom, and was informed that there had been an incident at the school and that he needed to report to Colleton County Medical Center. Unfortunately, by the time he got there, which was 20, 30 minutes later, he was informed that she was no longer there and had been medevac down to MUSC. Again, those were the only bits of information provided to him at that point. That led to 7 straight days of emotion.
The name of that elementary school is Fires Hill,
Nothing.
y'all. You see it over there? It got Fires Hill Elementary in South Carolina.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We've been extremely disappointed. We've made multiple attempts to
That
contact
what
law
that is.
enforcement
Sheffield.
and the school district. We heard late Friday evening from the attorney for the school district that was brought on board. Unfortunately, he didn't have many answers, and through no fault of his own, the superintendent and the school district simply has failed to provide any.
I don't understand this.
They've been involved, extremely involved in each other's lives. And I think there's been some innuendos that there's been some type of bridge between the family. And we're here to tell you that that's not the case at all.
Well, it seemed
They
like
decided
it.
to hire separate counsel, which they have every right to do. But I assure you that Miss Wright's counsel and our team have been in constant communication. We are forming one unified front because we're here to seek justice for the daughter.
I know a lot of people have said that this is kind of the broader issue of bullying in our schools,
Let me let y'all see Shania. Let me let y'all see her. Let me let y'all see her right quick. Let me let y'all see. She a pretty little girl. I wonder why they. Her so pretty. Look at her. There her go right there, y'all. Look at her. Well, that happened to my daughter.
Good
She
evening
was
now.
little.
Thanks for being with us on
I have a
JR.
heart
And
attack.
I'm Darcy Strickland. We are continuing to review documents and recordings released by the Colleton County Sheriff's
She
Department
was in the
about
fifth
the
grade, y'all.
investigation into the death of fifth grader Reniah Wright.
She
Yeah.
died last month after being involved in a classroom fight. Last week, investigators said Kaniya died due to a genetic brain condition, not injuries related to that fight. News 19's Jacob Reynolds
She's
listened
so
to an interview
pretty.
investigators held with one of Renia's teachers who claimed she never heard Reniah mention bullying.
I really, as close as I was to, I feel like she would have told me if something was going on.
Hold
She
up.
told me
Wait a
everything.
minute. Wait, hold up,
Everything was
teacher.
going
Hold up, teacher. Let me hear what did y'all look at that. Look. Let's listen. Look what the teacher said. I feel okay. I really, as close as I was too, I feel like she would have told me if something was going on. I mean, she told me everything that was. Let me see.
home, everything, and not once did she ever say anything.
In a taped interview with Colleton County investigators, one of fifth grader Reniah Wright's teachers says she had a close relationship with her student and never heard about bullying. The teacher also says she did not hear about bullying from Reniah's mom.
You said earlier that you're actually fairly close with Mom Ashley. Had Ashley reached out to you on any occasion, voicing any concerns of issues that had?
No, she never had.
Investigators say Wright died last month due to natural causes from a congenital brain condition. They denied bullying nor the classroom fight involving Reniah contributed to her death, and her teacher claimed Reniah never mentioned it.
Wait. Hold up. She was in a fight, y'all. She was fighting. Y'all trying to blame it out on nothing. The fighting triggered the situation. The fight shouldn't even happen if the teacher was in the classroom.
Me everything. She never mentioned anything about bullying. Never mentioned that anyone was bothering her. She would actually come to my class every morning when she got off the bus.
But Reniah's mom, Ashley Wright, says that's not true.
She know I would go to that school and I would handle it. But the kids was gonna tease her. So I said, you know what, Naya, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna call the school. And I did that every time she came. They can't tell me that I have not spoken out to them, because I did numerous of times to her teachers, from when I was in third grade, from when I was in fourth, all the way up until fifth. This same girl.
Several statements from the teacher and students in the classroom during the fight say the two students had been arguing all day.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let's read this thing. They've been fighting. They've been fussing all day. There you go, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all read it. Why read it? Okay. The first statement said what started it was they was arguing, and then Blank took a pencil, and it was right, Reniah. That was not the first thing. It was I heard more about a push. They were throwing paper. One hit me Blank. Then they was talking. Y'all know how children write now. It's a children writing this, and they was talking mean, was being good again. Then Renaya came and hit her Blank in the back, and I heard it. Blank go up and got Renaya in a headlock and started to hear her. And then she go Renaya head hit on a shelf, and then Blank stopped it. And Blank was still was okay statement. What happened was they was always arguing about stuff when there was a sub, and they both got into a push fight and got pushed down. And she said, then Blank said, "You hit me," and we would fight, and they would throw paper and stuff. That's it, y'all. That's how them children talk. That's it right there. Children told you what happened. They had a sub in there, y'all. They had a substitute teacher.
Arguing all day before it became physical. Some of the students claim Renaya hit the other student in the back, and then that student put Renaya in a headlock and hit her, while other students claim Renaya's head hit a bookshelf. Wright died 2 days later. In Columbia, Jacob Reynolds,
That's
News
it.
17 WLTX.
Well, investigators say they are not pressing charges against the other student involved in the fight. The incident report also says there were no cameras in the individual classrooms and the alleged physical altercations were not recorded.
I bet, hey, I bet somebody in that school. I bet
New
somebody in this
documents in the
school.
death investigation of 10-year-old Renaya Wright. Investigators say her death was not due to the fight between her and another student, nor from any type of trauma from the altercation at school. Instead, investigators said she died from natural causes. News 19's Lauren Thomas has more on these documents that were received.
Okay, what's going on there? We have a student that is unresponsive in the nurse's office.
A 911 call from Forest Hills Elementary School gives a picture of what happened after a fight broke out between 10-year-old Renaya Wright and another student on March 25th.
And before she went completely out, she reported she was dizzy and we had to carry her to the nurse's office.
What's unclear is what happened in the classroom before and during the altercation. There were statements taken by the Colleton County Sheriff's Department from more than a dozen students who were in the room during the fight. Many gave a similar narrative that Renaya and the other student began picking on each other earlier in the day, both at lunch and PE. A student explained in a statement that they were both, quote, talking back and forth about each other's mamas, but their feud escalated when they came back in the classroom. Another student says that they were throwing paper at each other in the classroom. Then Renaya came and hit the other student in the back while walking towards the front of the class. The student continued their statement saying that the other student got up and got Renaya in a headlock and started to hit her. Renaya's head hit on a shelf. The substitute teacher who was in the class that day wrote in a statement saying, "These two students were arguing back and forth. I already told them I was taking their recess. When the situation occurred, I had my back turned. I saw the two students engaged in a fight behind my chair."
These students were arguing back and forth. I already told them I was taking their recess when the situation occurred. I had my back turned, and I saw two students engaged in a fight behind my chair. I separated the two young ladies. I do not know what made the two young ladies fight. I do not. It see y'all. This could have been avoided.
I separated the two young ladies. They went on to say, "I don't know what made the two young ladies fight. I do know they were arguing back and forth previous to the altercation."
There are also recordings of other teacher statements. Renaya's teacher said that she taught her over the past 2 years and that Renaya never mentioned anything about bullying. The PE teacher also said that while the two girls were going back and forth at the beginning of class, there were no other issues during that PE class. These were the documents we received on Friday, and while we are still going over them, they sort of paint a picture of what happened that day. Meanwhile, the Colleton County Sheriff's Department says bullying was not a factor either, but Renaya's mother feels differently. Here is more on that angle.
If every breath of my body got to come out, I'm going to find out what happened to my baby.
An emotional past few weeks
So
for the
they
Walterboro
said.
community after the death of
So they said that she wasn't bullied. So if y'all gonna do it like that, then the substitute teacher didn't do what she's supposed to do.
10-year-old Renaya Wright. Investigators say Renaya died from natural causes. She had AVM, which is a tangling of blood vessels that led to a rupture in the back of her brain, causing her death. It was not from a fight with another student inside a classroom at Forest Hills Elementary.
This did not appear to be a case of bullying. That's something I wanted to rule out. There was no sign of any kind of blunt trauma to the body in any type of way.
What you mean by blood trauma? It was in the brain, damn it. Excuse me, y'all. Let me stop. Blood trauma in the brain. What is he saying? Y'all let these folks get away with too much for me. Sorry about that, y'all. I hit the wrong button. I'm at blood. Oh, they don't kill the girl and don't even want to put skin, y'all. What I done did? Golly. I know one of them children the phone caught something. What's his name?
I know this is a hard case to accept.
Bullying was also ruled out by investigators who say a 5 to 10 second, quote, slap fight occurred between Renaya and another student.
It was simply two children who did not get along, and apparently prior to this had not had any incidents. No bullying.
The 14th Circuit solicitor says there will be no criminal charges associated with this case.
Wow.
But Renaya's mother, Ashley Wright, and her attorney are doing their own investigation.
We certainly know that this is not where the story ends. This is just the very beginning. We aspire to the philosophy, trust but verify, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, what's going on in South Carolina? God, the people careful. They letting that go like that. Let me see what the board said. What the board saying right here?
Can I make a motion that we enter out of executive session and back into
Here go the school board, yeah.
Mr. Chairman, I make the motion that we come out of executive session. Second. Okay, all in favor for voting time? Okay, now back in open session. Before we adjourn this meeting, I'm going to share a prepared statement. Then our superintendent, Dr. Foster, will share a statement as well. It is with great sadness that our board is speaking with you today. Forest Hills Elementary and our district as a whole have experienced a great loss. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Wright family. Our district will continue to support them in any way possible, as well as offer support to our students, community, and staff as we deal with this loss. Our district is cooperating fully with the Colleton County Sheriff's Office as they continue their investigation. We understand that this is an emotional and difficult time for our community. Our board and district have received multiple requests for information. Due to the ongoing investigation and the student privacy laws, we cannot share specific details at this time. Out of respect for our families, of this investigation, we request that the public remain patient and focused on supporting this community during this time of tragedy. At this time, entertain a motion to adjourn. Excuse me, sorry, the superintendent.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to offer our condolences to the Wright family on behalf of our entire district. We will continue to support them as they navigate this difficult time. As Chairman Nagel said, we are offering support to our students and our staff through our guidance and counseling services. Our district remains committed to supporting our community through this mourning and healing period, a time of loss. I want to assure our entire community that we are taking this incident very seriously and cooperating fully with the Colleton County Sheriff's Office. We thank them for being here today to share with us during executive session. Providing a safe learning environment is top priority for our district.
Wow.
The investigation is concluded. We will thoroughly review the findings and address any areas of concerns throughout the investigation. Right now, we will remain focused on supporting our students, our employees, our parents, and the community through this. I want to let parents know that if their children experience any anxiety, sadness, or concern regarding this situation, please reach out to your child's school. We ask for the community's help in preventing the spread of rumors and speculations. And we want to thank the entire Colleton County community for their patience and support.
And now entertain a motion for adjournment. Mr. Chairman, I make
The family ain't saying nothing.
motion to say our meeting is adjourned.
That's it. No question? We wait outside for 2 hours and y'all just want to adjourn.
Y'all see that?
But you don't want to
speculations, but you're not answering no questions.
Is this how you care about the citizens of your
Y'all see that? Wow. Wait. They just walked out on them people like that. Golly.
Is this how they waited for 2 hours for y'all? They waited for 2 hours for y'all. That's all you have to say?
Y'all, do y'all believe that? They walked, they turned their backs on the family.
They could have waited. They could have sent an email. You wasted their time.
They shut the door on them. Y'all. What in the world going on?
No questions were answered.
It's
training about 6 or 5 o'clock.
A change is gonna come. A change is gonna come.
Listen, they could have done an email for that. That was ridiculous. They could have sent an email, a letter home. We were out here waiting for 2 hours for that.
They don't care.
For 2 hours.
Wow, ain't that?
Then I said in your house with no rumors and speculation, but you're not clarifying nothing. You're not clarifying nothing.
That's bullshit. Okay? That's 2 hours. 2 hours waiting outside.
They're never transparent. Never.
Look at how these people are frustrated and tired. This is what they go through every time they come out here. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Wow.
I came from Charleston, being concerned. Oh, now I'm getting asked to leave.
Wow.
Actually, I want to see.
Why?
Why?
Him questions and he's
Why do I leave? The camera. Why do I leave? Nobody else in here has to leave with me. No,
Why?
I'm leaving actually. Everyone. But I gotta leave first.
Leave last.
Well, I can't leave after them.
Leave last.
Why can't leave after them? What about one?
Yeah, this sad. Whoa. Oh, wait. Y'all see that? Golly. The board said what they had to say, and that is the end. That is the end of the case. And walked out on them people. Golly. Oh, wait. They turned their back on them. Wow. They turned their back on that family like that and walked out the courtroom. Something ain't right with this case, y'all. We got to dig into this some more. Something ain't right. They mistreated him for some reason. Well, y'all tell me what y'all look. I'm up and no, I'm sleeping. I gotta get ready to get up in a few minutes. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. God. I'm scratching my head. I'm scratching my head, y'all. They walk out the door on the family, left them. Oh, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section, okay? I want to thank everybody for being here. I'm going to take me like a little cat nap. I don't, oh, Lord have mercy. Wow. 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 They said what they had. The board, our board of education don't do that like that here. Because I haven't been in a hearing before anyone like this. All right, y'all. Yeah, I hope y'all enjoy this. Got this happen for real. But y'all like, share, and subscribe. I'll be on at 12:30. Okay, I'm out. We don't talk about this. How to get out? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Okay, y'all. All right, y'all. Let me go. Let me tell you, I'm talking in my head. I'm sleepy. Okay, I'm out, y'all. I'm out this time for real.